You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, it's AFTERBUZZ TV's Game Control Live.
Hey guys, and welcome to Game Control Live. We're back in full capacity at our new time, Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. What is happening, guys? And the music that's not playing, but will be playing, is the intro. Is our intro music, Mega Man 3 Non-Stop Remix Medley by Max Vegetable. Uploaded by Biologist 2082.
We're trying to figure it out. The very sexy Stephen Lemieux is in here with me, and let's just marvel over that last name, Lemieux.
Let's marvel over how YouTube.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right, some sweet ass Mega Man 3 intro music too. Grant Kohrmann.
Hi, everybody.
And sitting next to Grant Kohrmann, the lovely Raychul Moore.
Hi!
Music cuts out for Rachel every time. Because she's that important.
Yeah.
She's that important.
That's very true.
And
Too sexy.
next to
Too
me,
sexy.
Kaori Takee.
Hello! Hello.
And guys, I'm Dave Klein. And today we're going to be talking about, can Wii U make a comeback? Because we're getting some conflicting stories about the Wii U, people cutting content for it, but also it maybe having its best month ever.
Its forebear was just killed off, too.
And it's, yeah, that's true. So we'll be talking a lot about that. We'll be having a fun topic, which we'd love for you guys to call in and talk about with us. What style of games do you prefer? Do you prefer action games, RPGs, a hybrid, JRPGs? What do you prefer? Sports games like Rachel, that's her favorite type of game.
Madden.
She loves Madden. And we're gonna have a whole number of quick hit stories for you guys that we're gonna be doing quick this time. We're gonna try and fly through them. And guys, if you want to call in, the number for this studio that we're in, our studio with the Game Control logos,
Boom!
bam, 424-256-1633. That's 424-256-1633 to call in.
And make sure you guys call in.
ample excuse to do so. We have a topic ready built for you.
And we definitely want to hear from you.
Plus, we're having trouble with chat, so if you have a comment, make sure you call in.
Yeah,
we can't see it.
Our chat right now is going to poop. So
Poop chat.
poop chat.
Poop chat.
The game chat is poop chat today. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and jump on our first topic, which is, can Wii U make a comeback? And we're getting an industry analyst from IHS saying that Nintendo's still having trouble with the messaging. They kind of did this hidden thing where they went to
That's the trouble right there, too.
Well, Christine, exactly. Christine Arrington, who from IHS, went into a bunch of different stores, a bunch of different Best Buys, just like a secret thing, a hidden thing, just to talk to employees and ask about the Wii U.
Oh, secret shopper.
Yeah, secret shopper.
Okay.
And she went in as a secret shopper, and the employees didn't know what the difference between a Wii and Wii U were. And basically, it was like, it doesn't matter. You can just get the Wii. It'll be fine. So,
One has a U on the end. That's how you tell the difference.
Well,
That's
a
what they've been
start.
telling us.
That's a start.
Where did she go? If she went to Target or Best Buy, of course they don't know what they're talking about.
She went to, like, Kmart or Walmart
Yeah.
or something
Didn't she say
like
Best
that.
Buy?
I think it was Best Buy.
Well, Best
I
Buy
think.
employees are notorious for not knowing their shit when it comes to anything.
Sometimes
Of
they know
anything.
their
It's a
thing.
mixed.
Well,
It's a mixed
no.
bag,
Every
honestly.
now and then
Yeah.
you'll get
You get
one good
GameStop.
guy.
You get GameStops and GameStop employees that are problematic. You get Best Buy,
I
Target.
was the
all of
best
them.
EB employee. I knew everything.
I've got chat. Woohoo!
Yeah, my chat just loaded, but only
What?
2 people are on there,
What?
me and you. It's only me and Grant on the chat
We
today.
wiped it out.
Nope, now I'm on chat.
now Rachel's
we
on.
got 3.
How are you doing, Dave?
There you
Kaori's on
are.
now.
It's just us.
It's just us.
You
Just
guys
us.
can trade snide comments that I can't see.
Oh, Hayden
I don't
appeared.
like this.
Hate
John
it.
is a
Hayden.
butthole.
So anyway, so we've got that message, though, that they're still having trouble marketing. We have a story about Iwata talking about how he doesn't fear failure, which makes it seem like maybe they are failing. But then on the flip side,
I don't fear a failure.
And then we have Ubisoft continuing to lose faith in the Wii U because now they are refusing to release
Well, wait a
DLC
minute.
for Black Flag.
Don't we have them having problems further down
They're
our
having
list
their
too?
own, yeah, they're having their own problems. But Ubisoft's refusing to release Black Flag's DLC onto the Wii U. They did it so for Assassin's Creed 3, but Assassin's Creed 4 no DLC. But on the flip side, a little positive here for the Wii U. Their sales actually tripled in September. I don't believe the sales figures have come out in October because it's still October. But September last month, the sales have tripled. And a lot of that due to they dropped the price of the premium console, $50 to match the basic set. Now you can buy a bundle copy that includes the Wind Waker HD.
So basically, now that they're giving it away, yeah, of course.
I think that's what it is, though. The Wind Waker.
You think it's Wind Waker? Or
I
the
think
drop
that's
$50
huge.
price tag.
Well,
honestly, I kind of agree with you a little bit because like I've been nitpicking over like the availability of anything that's a new Zelda title, which I honestly think more than Pikmin, more than the Mario games, that is their hidden console like seller.
Heck
Like
yeah.
if they come out with new Zelda games, that will sell them hundreds and hundreds of thousands of consoles. In fact, that they haven't done it for a year and a half, 2 years is ridiculous.
Zelda's what sells me more than Mario, honestly.
Yeah, I would pick up a Zelda game before a Mario game at this point.
But then the question is, do we think Wii U can make a comeback with major Nintendo titles like that? Do you think Wii U can come back essentially and it'll be okay?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Well, it's the only thing they're going to put their money into for the next couple of years, right? That and
Well,
the 2DS.
The
the 1DS.
I will always buy a Nintendo system. Even if I know at launch they don't have any games, I'm like, yes, I will always buy a Nintendo system.
I'm pretty much the same way. I'm a big sucker for it because I just love
colors.
I just love colors.
Beeps and boops
Yeah.
I just
and
love colors.
coins.
I love the letter U and the fact that they put the letter U on it.
It's
It's
so
just
it's like
cute.
it's so clean and
So
chic
you.
too. It's like,
It is,
yeah.
and the UI of the Wii U and Wii
The Wii
is
U,
just really,
as they call it in
it's really
France.
smart. It really works.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
No, I love Nintendo's games. I mean, any Zelda game, like I said before, I always want it. And if I didn't have a Nintendo console, I'd be like, fuck, I want a Nintendo console for Zelda. And I love the Mario games, except for lately they haven't been so impressive.
Yeah, the side-scrolling platforming thing is tired.
It's a little on repeat.
Well, it's just also
Yeah.
just like I love my favorite Mario games are still Mario World is still my favorite Mario game and Mario 3.
I'm waiting
But
for the
they just haven't been as good.
I'm waiting
64
for
and
the
Sunshine.
as of yet released Mario games that were shown at E3. Like,
Yeah.
I think that if they come out with a nice strong our question at the beginning of this segment was, what do we think it could make a comeback? I actually think it could. If they release a lot of their games that they had at E3 in the next couple of months instead of couple of years, I'd say they have a pretty good chance, especially heading into the new year, like with the holiday sales.
Isn't it already kind of a comeback? The fact that they've been making more sales in September.
The Wind Waker HD
Like, yeah.
and then like the bundles. Like I honestly think that's
Well, the thing is,
where
it's
strongest
1
points
month
are.
at the moment, so it's hard to make a big prediction off
And
of
it's
one
the month
Yeah.
right before the new consoles launch.
Yeah.
Well,
So
September,
excited.
October right now is the month, so we'll
So
see how
excited.
October does.
Yeah, this is the month right before.
Maybe when people go to buy a PS4 or Xbox One is sold out, they'll be like, "Oh, I'll just buy a Wii U because I really want a
No.
new system."
No.
That'll be the
I'm sure people will actually do that, but Watchtower, because they'll just see a new console there and be like, "All right." Watchtower base saying the problem with Nintendo now is they're trying to find their niche again in the day of gaming nowadays. In this
Should
day
never
of
let
gaming
go of your
nowadays.
niche, man. It's easy to lose.
I kind of feel like anyone
I lost my
who,
niche once.
even parents, have no knowledge of
What
video
happened to
games
it?
whatsoever. They'll be like, Nintendo is safe for my kids to
Yeah.
play. It's
Yeah.
the safe
I
system.
think that's true.
Yeah.
Like you
So-
go ahead and you go out and buy your family a Nintendo. Like you can maybe buy 1 or 2 games which are that are questionable on there. And if as your parent, like you don't really have to worry about your kid going out getting a game that like they borrowed from a friend that you find questionable because you have a Wii instead of the Xbox.
It's
PS3.
just more family friendly.
Also, I really like the fact, and I know a lot of families like this fact, is that the kids can play the game on their Wii U.
Oh yeah, well the
Handheld.
TV is
Right.
off.
What do you call
yeah.
that thing
The second
anyways?
screen
The
Wii
Wii U, the
gamepad.
Gamepad, yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah,
Which
the
is
fact that they
awesome.
can play the gamepad if the parents need to watch the news or some shit.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
watch my news.
Yeah.
Timmy can't play games.
Well, the other thing that Nintendo is smart about with this is they really are the family-friendly console, as you guys were saying, and all of us grew up on Nintendo, and as long as kids continue to grow up on Nintendo, they'll still continue to have nostalgia for it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
but
even to this day,
years
I'm
and
so
years-
nostalgic about it, that makes me continue to want it.
But years and years in the like in last place is just gonna give Microsoft and Sony the chance to actually make some really interesting family-based games.
I
Like
don't
Yeah, but
think
there's, like,
the Wii wasn't in last place. The
It
Wii
was in
did
No, but I
Nintendo
mean,
like,
extremely well.
the Wii U.
There's
like,
no
yeah.
bigger
heading into the next
There's no
console
bigger
generation.
video game character than Mario and Luigi. There's none.
Sonic.
Yeah. No.
Not anymore.
No.
Kids,
Sonic is a has-been.
Not
He's sitting
Sonic.
at home
The PlayStation
covered
boy.
in beers and vomit.
Ooh.
Sonic is doing.
He's a
Supersonic no
gotta
more.
run fast like lazy Sonic.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Nintendo doing well, and this is a good transitional topic, is basically Jimmy Plank asking why the F would they do a 2DS, and kind of asking about this, and here's the reason why. Pokemon X and Y also just happened to come out, and
transitional-
Pokemon X and Y is the top. It's the quickest selling Pokemon game or not Pokemon. It's the quickest selling 3DS title to date, with 4 million sales in 2 days. The first 2 days, it's the quickest selling 3DS game to date. And it also works on the 2DS. So I'm sure a lot of people were buying a 2DS because they didn't want to pay the full price for a 3DS just so they could get Pokemon. Or parents were like, well, if that's a little too expensive, I'll get you the 2DS. I bet that is why they did the 2DS.
Yeah.
There's your
Yeah,
reason why.
I think it's a
Yeah.
transitional piece of hardware. A lot of people have been, after it was taken apart and people are looking at it and it's like a single LCD screen,
Yeah.
the only thing that's separating it is a thin piece of plastic. Like, the fact that Nintendo can build that entire 3DS experience onto, or in a 2D experience onto one LCD screen is kind of signaling that they want to create a tablet like the Wii U game controller
Right.
for mobile games.
Yeah.
Like they think that they can beat Sony at the game that it's been winning, kind of winning.
Well,
the
I
last
think
couple of years.
I think it's really effective, especially because it's marketed as a new gamer-friendly portable console, and that's why a lot of
and it doubles as a doorstop.
yeah, it doubles as a doorstop. Looks like a piece of cake.
I wouldn't ever trust my 3DS as a doorstop.
It's all
but
about the
I would.
3DS XL, by
I
the
would.
way, guys.
The Rich B21
Once
thinks
you
it
go
looks like
XL, you never go back.
the Rich B21 says the 2DS looks like a slice of bread.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm tempted to get the XL because of the new link
need
between
the
because
XL.
there's going to be a link between Worlds possible package coming out with the 3DS XL. Even though I already have a 3DS, I'm like, but a link between worlds.
I'm telling
And
you, once you
I
go
want an
XL, it's just amazing.
I don't like the XL.
How dare you?
It's too big for my little hands.
I got small hands and I love big things.
And that has been our sexual innuendo for the week. Thank you, ladies and
And it
gentlemen.
didn't
We're
come
done.
from
And
me.
it didn't come from Rachel.
We
First
filled the
time for everything.
quota.
Hey, let's keep on doing it.
I'm a bad influence.
You are.
I can't find the clapping sound effect, so
I'll do
everybody
it.
imagine it right now. Thank you.
But if only we were talking about the Wii, it would have been even better.
Yeah.
So, the Rich B21, or Rich, as we call him, just Rich. Nintendo
Rich.
really needs to come out with a game like Gears or Killzone. I think more hardcore gamers would pick one up. It just seems like family/kids have the console. You know what? I don't think so, though. I'm not a kid.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
make-
want to play that on a handheld.
They make.
I agree.
They basically. I think of
wouldn't pick
Nintendo
up
as being like Pixar. If I were to equate it to a film company, they make family games that you can enjoy as an adult. It's not-
Yeah.
Like, are you seriously telling me when a Zelda game comes out, you don't squeal your little pants and go like,
Yeah,
"Oh my God,
for
Zelda!"
sure.
I don't
Yes.
buy little
It's
pants.
like
Yeah,
the,
well, I squee.
it's
I don't
like the
squeal, I
Ni-
squee.
it's like the Disneyland for video games.
Uh-huh.
you know,
I'd say that.
It's for big
Yeah.
kids and little kids.
I mean, it's obvious that they have been the Disneyland for video games for the last like 10, 20 years, but I think that they need to kind of sell themselves as that and continue forward and kind of
I'm not worried about
strengthen
them.
their
Well, I mean, I would like
image.
more mature games on it, but I don't need to, from Nintendo. I don't need
Yeah.
Nintendo to be the ones who make
Have
it.
their third-party developers do it.
Yeah.
Well, they're
and
trying.
support them.
Unfortunately, third-party support is poop, as we found out from
Eh.
Ubisoft doing even worse.
I wasn't here the week after indie games,
Second
but I
poop
would say
reference.
this. I said to
Shovel
all
Knight.
of you, I said to you and you, at IndieCade, Nintendo has a huge indie like area. They have a new logo for their indie supported games, which are all third party games.
Thank
it's an
God.
8-bit Mario. It like they had 4 or 5 major games there, all in very playable states, ready to go.
Did you play Shovel Knight?
Played Shovel Knight. I played I played all I can't remember the names of these games. Some of them are really named really weird. But like there's an RPG, there's a platform explorer, like there's a lot of games that I would buy for it that aren't like kitty games. There's puzzle
You
games
know
too.
what I would love to see on the Wii U, since it's touchscreen, is Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh my gosh, me too.
why
she
did
goes-
I
yeah,
swipe?
why the touchscreen?
That's so funny. I was looking at
You're
that.
setting yourself up for
Love
disappointment.
these two.
There's no way they're gonna put that on there.
That would be awesome. Why
It would-
not?
No, wait.
Why
Think about this.
not?
Okay, the
Well, it's on the
3DS, there was a
iPad.
game on the 3DS that a Japanese developer made specifically because they were like 3D. What would be great in 3D? Giant boobs. So they made a game specifically for the point. That was their entire intention
No.
was giant boobs
Wait.
3D on the 3DS. So
Wait,
they
I
still
have
come out
I
on
haven't
Nintendo.
I haven't figured out. You guys remember what Sony just recently developed? An LCD screen that has tactile feedback. Look what's coming for the Vita.
Actually, the first company to do that is Disney.
it was
was it
Disney? I thought it was Sony. Well,
Disney came out with the first. It's a 3D screen. It's tactical, and you can touch it, and it
Tactical.
actually has
Tactile?
whatever.
Tactical
yeah,
3D screen.
Whatever.
Ah!
Big words, same thing. And it's 3D, and you can actually feel it and touch it, and the textures will change.
So you're telling me
minute,
that I
Disney
will
did
never
that.
be able to
Is that
like
that
basically
air
stroke
technology?
virtual vagina? That's
I've seen
essentially
that
what
too.
you're saying.
do
I
like
mean, what
this.
is there a point to
They're
this
working on that.
conversation
I'm so
anymore? I am
confused.
sorry I brought it up.
I just got really disturbed.
Everybody's
But
working
on
on.
But on the
Everybody's
chat
working
note,
on digital boobs. Let's just admit it.
Leisure
Sony,
Suit Larry
everybody.
on Wii U. Come on.
I'm okay with Leisure Suit Larry on the iPad.
I'm just gonna say, I
No.
assume that Sega. Well, that's
Okay,
still a
yes.
touchscreen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. I have it on the iPad.
So there you
yeah.
go. So
That's
Jimmy
all I
Plank
need.
said he supported the Leisure Suit Larry's Kickstarter.
We all
So there
do.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
But
you
the
know,
new one wasn't as good.
I'm just gonna assume that Sega invented everything because they were the ones who really were trying everything innovative.
And then they got
Yeah,
everything
without the
stolen from
Dreamcast
them.
and the VMUs, we wouldn't
That's
have
true.
a lot of touch screen and screen in our
The
controller
VMU
stuff.
was
without-
awesome.
Screen in
VMUs
our
started it all.
controllers.
It
I love
started
the
it all.
VMUs, except they're expensive. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on the fun topic that I was talking about. And guys, please do call in. Our number again is 424-256-1633. That's 424-256-1633.
And if you get confused, it's on the bottom of the screen.
It's
Is
also
it?
on the
Boo.
website.
Yes,
ain't
it is.
With the
Ain't it
actual
on the
number,
website?
1633 is on it.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, our topic for you guys and for us to discuss is what style of games do you prefer, as I was talking about before. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Grant over there because he's staring right at me. Grant, when you look at games, is there a specific type of game that you
doesn't have
tend
a
to
choice.
So emotional.
buy or that you just find yourself veering towards that you prefer?
I'm gonna say 2. I know that we're supposed to be focusing on 1, but I've actually
Most
enjoyed
multiple.
I was
racing.
gonna say
Like
multiple ones.
no one here other than myself is gonna say racing simulators, but I've actually gravitated more towards racing simulators in the last like Grid 2. Like the Need for Speeds. I like those a lot.
Speed,
They
I would
don't
say, were
get
more
executed.
arcade. They're
Yeah,
more
that's more
racing
arcade.
arcade than
Well, no,
simulators.
yes, you're right, but there are multiple
There-
versions of
there
the Need
are,
for Speed
yeah.
franchise. Either way, they don't get played out as often as I would like them to. Like you can have a long stint where there's horrible versions of these games from
Mm-hmm.
all the big companies, and then the others are RPGs, like classic RPGs,
So
leveling
like
up.
JRPGs or just general RPGs?
Just American style RPGs.
There's a huge difference.
Dungeon crawlers?
No RPGs. Thank you very much. Rock paper grenades. No.
That sound like
regular RPGs like
Okay.
leveling up, swords, like knights, dungeons, less anime characters, less like super dramatic story, less dramatic story, more myself, unspoken character type stuff.
I like
So
any story where
Neverwinter Nights.
Yes, very 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 close to that.
I like any story where a character has amnesia,
Baldur's Gate.
aka every JRPG ever
Yeah, I
made.
love JRPGs.
I do really like JRPGs. Rachel, what about you? What do you tend to go towards?
Originally, I would say survival horror, but I don't think a company or a game developer has made a good one of those.
Well, is that survival horror?
I think you found
That
a
is-
car sound.
That's like Silent Hill.
What just
No,
happened?
that's
Silent Hill Radio.
That sounds
that's
like a car
coming
dying.
from outside.
I see.
Sounds like a car dying.
Yeah, it
doesn't
does come from outside. I think someone's playing really loud music outside.
It is very
Huh.
spooky.
Ah!
What the hell is that?
Someone's doing some work.
Well, as you start up your survival horror thing, we've got our ghost.
Well, this is
movie.
perfect though. Okay, so there's a ghost playing music.
Yeah,
While we're
exactly.
talking about survival
Our
horror.
studio is haunted.
I'm going with kaiju. It's the kaiju.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that really does
I
sound.
did just
like...
hear a loud banging noise.
I know.
So.
Kaiju's so
What's
cute.
happening?
Kaiju.
So survival
We're
horror.
gonna walk outside and the whole world's been demolished. It's like the
Get
apocalypse.
back
But
inside.
somehow this
It's like-
studio made
We
it
made
through.
it.
It's like this is
We
the
made
end.
it.
It'll be just like that.
Yeah.
We built the first
Yes.
kaiju-proof studio.
Oh my god. No, but survival horror. But I haven't played a really good one. I can't remember the last really good one.
It's
I
kind of
played.
been a genre that sort of died out.
It
a lot.
totally
What
died
about the
out.
one that you were in?
It's not out yet.
But isn't it like beta ring or soon?
Yes, but I haven't been able to play it because my PC freaking died.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure that one's awesome. But
I'm sure it's awesome.
other than the Huntsman,
Well, it's fair.
I haven't played a really good.
Not-
Jesus Christ, what's
Did-
going on in here?
Not even Slender.
A Slender sucks.
Oh, you got to play Slender with the Oculus Rift.
What about
That is
Amnesia?
just like creepy.
Amnesia was good. I haven't played A Machine for Pigs yet. I have it, but again, my PC died. So, since I can't go with survival horror, I'm gonna have to go with action RPG.
Okay.
Dragon Age
Action
Origins, Kingdoms of Amalur,
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Yes, those games.
All right.
Someone's trying to call in right now.
Action
so
RPG.
they
Oh
don't
wait,
think
yeah,
that's
we
the
do
phone
have
number.
somebody calling in.
Oh, we
Sorry,
got
hold
it.
up.
What do
We
you have?
have a
Answering.
caller.
Welcome to Game Control. You're on the air.
Oh, geez. Hey, guys. It's Watchtower
What's
here.
up, Watchtower?
Howdy.
What up?
Hi.
AKA Adrian.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am doing good. Just as I'm listening to you guys, I'm playing Borderlands 2.
I love that game so much.
Action RPG.
I'm playing it again too. I'm playing it a second time. What character are you playing?
Shooter
The-
hybrid
I am
RPG.
Zero.
The which one?
The girl.
I'm Zero.
Zero.
Ah.
Nice. The assassin.
That's my favorite character.
I'm
Who
playing
I-
through
Yeah,
a second
yeah.
time as the Necromancer, and I freaking love her. Her death trap ability is awesome.
Zero's where it's at.
Yeah.
Borderlands 2 Dark Souls fact. There's actually a Dark Souls Easter egg in Borderlands
There's
2.
a Minecraft Easter egg too. Don't sell it short.
Yeah, I played the
Okay,
Minecraft
sorry.
Easter eggs
one.
Okay, so
There's only
Watchtower.
one thing that
Back to
matters.
the topic though. Watchtower. So, what are your favorite styles of games? What do you tend to veer towards?
Well, I am also like Grant. I'm also a racing gamer. I mostly play.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah, I've been mostly playing Grid 2,
Kinda
and
surprised.
I saw the Need for Speed Rivals game demo that came out, so I'm planning on getting that as well. But I'm also more towards action and I guess third-person view games like Batman Arkham Origins or any Arkham game.
Yes. Yes.
And also GTA 5 can't forget that. That's also a great game to play too.
So I guess that'd be like a sandbox style game then.
Yeah, like Just Cause 2, stuff like that.
Far Cry.
Yeah, but of course I'm also a shooter guy, so I mostly play Battlefield 3 and 4. So I'm a little mix of everything. It just depends if I like how the gameplay is.
Have you tried Spec Ops: The Line?
I've heard of it. I've never tried it though.
You should try it. It's really good. After you naming all those different games, I would totally suggest Spec Ops: The Line. It's so good.
Okay, I'll check it out. Is it for PC or is it console? Because
I think it's
I'm
for
mostly
everything.
I think it's for all PC, PS3, and 360. It looks like a generic military shooter, but I guarantee and promise you it's not.
I remember playing it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's got some interesting, like Call of Duty and Activision. Call of Duty and Battlefield don't quite have the same feel, and Spec Ops is willing to try a little bit more, like different stuff.
Plus, the storyline and everything gets really crazy.
It's basically Apocalypse Now, the game.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty close. Modern Apocalypse.
It's
now.
kind of a mindfuck.
Also, since it's October, I also like to play horror games, mostly Outlast and the new Amnesia game that came out.
I want to play Outlast.
I really
so
want to play the new Amnesia
bad.
game.
I know, me too. Stupid PC, but I want to play Outlast.
It's really good. Outlast. I mean, it'll creep you out, especially.
That's not what they're saying on the chat. On the
Well,
chat, they're
they're
saying
wrong.
all
Yeah.
you do is walk from one place to another and put
knows
coal in a furnace a few times,
I want to play it. Damn it.
according to Hayden.
Yeah, and also if you guys heard of Gary's Mod, which I'm sure you have.
I
there's
really
also-
want to play that. I really want to
Oh
play
man,
that.
so many
game now?
games.
Oh wait, no,
there's
never mind.
a
I wasn't thinking
mod
Gary's Mod. I was thinking of the game that you've been playing.
Stanley Parable.
Stanley's Parable. That's why I want to play. I've heard of Gary's Mod though. I know what that is.
There is a mod in Gary's Mod in the multiplayer section called Stop It Slender, and it's pretty much a multiplayer version of Slender Man.
Oh wow.
So Gary's Mod
a mod
is what you need to
Oh.
say.
Gary's mod.
and that's with the regular Gary's Mod purchase, right? It's like a mod for
yeah,
that.
I believe so. Yeah, I think you also download the workshop as well to download the materials for it, and then you should be good to go.
Well, I have that. I might as well try it.
Nice.
Yay.
Yep.
All right, cool. Watchtower, thanks for calling in. Thanks for letting us know. So now I know when I talk to you on the chat, I'll be like, these
Yeah.
are the Watchtower tastes I have to veer towards. And then tell them about it. And be like, Watchtower, this affects
Exactly.
you.
And you can't convince them that Dark Souls is
So-
the next coming.
Also, one more
It's
thing
action.
is,
It's third person, but there's RPG. Dark
Yeah.
Souls.
Also, guys, one last thing. Watchtower might be in LA next week.
What?
Nuh-uh.
You
I'm
gotta
not
try
gonna
some food
be
while you're
here.
here. Gotta
I
try some
won't
food.
Be here.
We're like the
Oh,
food
that's right.
capital of the
Rachel's gonna
world.
be
You're
in
gonna be
England.
in England.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Jolly
gonna
old England.
talk with an English accent?
I'm gonna be hanging out with
Oh,
Hayden.
Please don't do that
Crumpets.
again. don't do
I don't
the
know.
English
I mean,
accents anymore.
I did say keyword might, so we don't know for sure. But if things happen, I might.
Please don't
crack
sneak up on
it
me. Don't do that. I can't handle it right now. You're
Sleep
having me
with
play
one
all
eye
the
open.
horror games. Don't sneak up on me.
Well, let us know if you end up in LA. Twitter at us.
All right.
Twit it.
Tweet it at us.
Tweet us.
All right, great
All
hearing
right.
from you, Watchtower. Talk to you later.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Later.
Watchtower is working on a cool game project of all the AfterBuzz stuff. You should tweet
Yeah,
at
it's
him and
actually
find out
really
about
cool.
it. A fighting game project
Tweet
for
it.
AfterBuzz people.
What is your game?
Oh my goodness.
You didn't get by
I
with
think JRPGs, but the old school ones, obviously. There's...
Dragon Quest?
No,
Final
I'm talking
Fantasy.
about like Final Fantasy VII and before.
Well, that's
Booyah.
Final Fantasy
So,
7
wait, we
ain't
were
too
going-
old.
You know,
We're going.
It's old.
We're going
It's
back
not too old.
to
Yeah,
18
it's
years
old.
Oh god.
that
I-
thing is old. And sandbox games, like I love Skyrim.
Have you played Just Cause 2? I'll ask you the same question. Just Cause. You need to play that. It's super cheap right now, and it's like
Just Cause.
Just
Okay, well,
Cause
are you
2.
are you into
No,
general sandbox
no.
games or specifically sandbox RPGs?
Probably
Because
Sandbox
Fallout.
There's sandbox
and,
RPGs.
Well, I say like
If you like
Fallout.
Skyrim,
Oh, I thought you
you've
said
gotta
sandbox
try
JRPGs.
Kingdoms
I
of
was like,
Amalur:
no,
The
there's no
Reckoning.
such thing.
Really?
You gotta try it. You will love it if you like
I
Skyrim.
need
That's
to,
also
I need to write a
super cheap
list.
right now,
I need to
by
write a
the
list.
way.
Love
Because
it.
I was talking to Rachel. I'm actually kind of starting to get bored with GTA 5.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I haven't
Me
finished.
too.
I haven't finished the storyline.
Everybody
me
raise
too.
your
Like,
hand if you're
oh.
getting bored of GTA 5.
Slowly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not raising my hand because I still haven't played it yet.
Oh.
Well, then
I'm
you
gonna
can
hop
still
on the
raise your
Dave
hand. 'cause
bandwagon.
You're
Go
bored
hang
of
yourself
that.
in
I
the
would
corner
not
if you
have
haven't
played
played GTA 5.
But yeah, play Kingdoms of Amalur. You'll love
Look,
it.
I looked
Okay.
at my wallet. I was like, I have money, and I should buy GTA 5.
Hey, you just told me you bought three
and then I
three
bought
different
Zelda,
games.
and I bought Zelda, the Wind Waker HD instead.
I bought some new games too.
Well, the other two games were $10 each because they were old. Demon
Okay.
Souls was $10.
You're not gonna get out of it.
And
You can
3D
talk about
Dot
buying
Gamers
new
was
games all
$10.
you want. What's your favorite genre?
I hate every genre.
hate
I don't like video
everything.
I hate everything
There's a,
equally.
there's a new one called
I-
Dark
I don't like
Soul.
video
There's this new genre you haven't heard of.
It's called DS. Dark Soul.
Yeah. So I tend to veer towards action RPGs.
It's very obscure. You wouldn't know of it.
I tend to veer towards action RPGs and platform games. And platformers, usually I tend to like 2D platformers more. So like Shovel Knight, as I've been hyping the hell out of, because Shovel Knight looks amazing to me. But like any of the classic Mega Man games through Mega Man X, I love and will replay constantly. Classic Mario games. And it's just more like there haven't been... I love 3D platformers. Like I loved Crash Bandicoot. I loved Croc. A lot of the ones that were on PlayStation, they just haven't been making a lot of platformer games recently. But I still love them when they come out. And action RPGs all the way back. I think Secret of Mana is still one of my favorite games of all time. But Secret of Mana, like anything where you're behind the camera for an action style game, but you incorporate the RPG elements to
That's
it.
the JRPG, the old school games like Mystic
So you
Quest.
would love like all the new
Lufia.
Yeah,
indie
Mystic
stuff.
Quest was great.
Oh.
What?
You love all the new indie stuff. And then RPG Maker, like the stuff that people are
That's-
making
see,
with all that
that's
stuff.
I made games in RPG Maker because RPG Maker is the shit.
This is why I have a feeling that I would actually
Calm down.
love. I would actually love owning a Steam
Steven in
box,
the booth agrees.
right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, well,
I feel like that's something that I should purchase.
just wait it out.
What is?
That's all I'm
What
gonna say.
is?
Wait it
Steam
out.
box.
don't
Even though
don't
I'm
sign up
not-
for the first
Nah.
one.
Yeah,
For
no.
Steambox?
Yeah.
Wait,
It
wait.
sounds
Are you
like they have a
changing
lot of
your?
games I would
Are you
probably
changing your
like.
opinion on Steambox at all?
I never said you need to be the first in line and pre-order your Steam box.
But
I
you
never
did
said that.
say a lot of good things about it.
No, I have good things to say. Like I have good prospects for it. But I have retracted my stance that you should pre-order almost anything nouadays. Like
Especially
you
after
might as well just
Ouya.
wait and see it. Yeah.
I hear
oh,
ya.
no, totally, yeah.
Did you pre-order the new consoles coming
But
out?
yeah,
next month?
I had to do that.
You had to.
I had to do that.
You should not pre-order anything except for these things which everyone is pre-ordering.
No. Honestly, no. I would say that games, don't pre-order games. Honestly, now in this day and age, don't pre-order games, especially when they're producing millions and millions of copies. The consoles that are coming out, if you want to play the new stuff in the first couple months, as we've seen with the Wii and then the PlayStation 3, you got to pre-order some of those consoles if you're going to
So,
play it in the first month.
Can I just say that people?
Well.
This is why you need to join the live chat. Rachel just randomly decides to tell people my butt is a companion cube, and now they're all talking about
Oh,
Rachel's butt.
dear.
So
Wait, she's
you
wearing
join
portal
the
underwear?
live chat so you can be a part of this discussion.
Because Jimmy sent me a companion cube portal panties, so I said I was
So
going to
you're
do a
wearing
photo
them.
shoot in them, and then I said that since they're portal companion cube panties, my butt is a companion cube.
Right now,
I
right
like
now.
to dish
There is
context.
context to this.
No context. So Ryan Whittleson in the chat saying that his favorite genres are fighting games and action games like Batman Arkham
I actually
series.
love those too.
Yeah, so I guess
As
you
you
and
know.
Ryan, you
We
get
can
along.
be friends.
I like
You get
action
along.
games too.
You know, I mean, I pretty much play every genre though, but I tend to buy if I see an action RPG that excites me more. If I have to see a platform game that excites me more, I do like some racing games, but more like F-Zero style racing
I
games.
missed
Oh, we
that
got another
the-
call coming in.
Yay!
Shall we? Let's take him in.
Who's it?
And
Alyssa.
welcome to Game Control. You're on the air.
Hi, it's Alyssa.
Hey.
I'm thinking-
Also going to be in
thinking
LA.
in my head.
Yes,
Yes. I'm so excited to be in LA.
So what is your favorite game genre? I think we might have heard of it before, but remind us.
I like action and adventure games, action RPGs. Pretty much, I like games in every genre besides racing and sports.
But you tend to veer towards action adventure and action
sports.
RPGs. So mainly then action
Yeah.
then is kind of your.
Well, unless it's WWE.
You know what I
sports,
miss
it's
is
fine.
is action adventure platformers.
Action, adventure, sports,
like
platformers.
no, like Whiplash on the PS2. The PS2 had some really good like adventure / platform games that we don't see much more.
You guys
of
should all
anymore.
try Blood Bowl. Alyssa You should probably try Blood Bowl when you get your computer back up and working, and then we should all Blood Bowl it.
That
Blood
has nothing
Bowl
to
it
do
up,
with what I was just
and we'll
saying.
do
I definitely will.
a 4-person Let's Play of Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
Because that'll get you liking sports games whether or not you think it would.
I will say something. I feel like JRPGs aren't the same if you're not playing it on a Nintendo. I know that's really
Well,
weird.
what about
What
Final
about all
Fantasy
those
VII?
Sony ones?
Well, no, I'm just
Yeah.
that
saying.
will
used to
never
play
see
on
the
That's
light of
true.
day on a
I'm
Nintendo
brain
platform.
You mean like in PlayStation, the
No, I'm
golden
just-
age of the
I'm just thinking,
JRPG?
like, I wouldn't,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't want to play. I was thinking how you played Arkham City on
Yeah.
your Wii, and I'm like, what?
The
You
JRPGs
know?
I played were on PS1.
I
Like,
enjoyed
I was
it.
thinking of the-
I don't know. For me, honestly, most of my favorite JRPGs are Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Even though everyone says PlayStation
That's
was the golden
kinda what I
age,
mean.
I really prefer the Super Nintendo JRPGs. But there are some really good ones on PlayStation, like Wild Arms and Final Fantasy VII and Legend of
Legaia?
well, Legend of Mana is on PlayStation
That's
1.
really-
That one's
oh,
amazing.
Yeah, you're missing out on a whole lot if you're just.
There's a
selling
lot of
yourself
great
short
PS1.
with a Nintendo.
No, I'm just feel like, okay, I'm just brain farting.
You
Forget
can
me.
retract that.
Yeah, I
It's fine.
retract. Thank you.
Ryan Willison
wait a
says
minute,
he
what?
will not be in LA anytime soon.
Wait,
Oh.
he's like,
King's Quest!
Well, way to be a spoil sport, Ryan.
Okay, well, here's another genre I love, but just isn't made anymore, is adventure games. I love adventure
Yes.
games like King's Quest, as Rachel randomly threw out on the live chat.
That's because Jimmy mentioned it.
Day of the Tentacles is one of my favorite games
Sierra games.
ever. Yeah, Sierra was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra was the shit, and so was LucasArts back in the day.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
All right, is that all? Is that all, Alyssa?
John,
Anything
what
wanna
is?
add? Alyssa's still on the line.
Oh, my.
Whoa!
I'm still here.
What's up?
Go ahead and
I do
ignore her,
really
guys. I
enjoy
guess.
the
I was busy retracting.
newest adventure games like Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us. Have y'all played that?
Yes, I have tried it. I love
haven't
it.
played The Wolf
Yeah.
Among Us
I
yet. I
love
played
it.
the
I love
demo at PAX, and I liked it.
I'm
there.
getting a little bit weirded out with Walking Dead. I kind of wanted to end. I'm not really. I mean, like, I'm horrified by the fact that I may start that game. I may continue on to the chapter 2, and I won't be able to finish it up because I have to keep them back, and they're gonna release
It's
the story
a
down
toilet
line.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Take your iPad with you.
The Walking
And I
Dead.
promise, Dave,
My
I will
computer?
play
On your
Dark
iPad.
Souls
Get your
sometime.
On your giant laptop.
Uh,
That would be
Another
great.
great JRPG on the PlayStation, Chrono Cross. I'm just throwing that out because the Rich threw that out. But thank you so much for calling in, Alyssa.
Yeah,
No
thank
problem.
you.
I'm so excited to see y'all in
Yeah,
LA.
definitely let us know when you're in town.
Yeah, tell me in
I'll
chat.
be here a week from now.
Okay,
so-
wait. No,
So
Week
when,
from
so
now.
when Rachel's out of town?
Monday.
Tell me in chat the dates exactly.
Well, she said a week from now. That's Monday next week.
But
We're
how
gonna be
long
in
is she gonna
jolly
be
old
here?
England.
But
Or
how long-
England.
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 England, whatever.
Gonna be
All right,
here.
we will talk to you soon. All right, John, what genres do you tend to veer towards?
I would have to say my favorite overall genre is the Metroidvania style.
Oh,
I
you know
love-
what?
Yeah.
That's a strong.
Yeah,
genre.
no take back. Well, yeah,
No
yeah.
take
There are
backsies, no
there are
secondsies.
there's Metroid and Castlevania pretty much in that genre, and
There's also Shadow.
The one made by Cliffy B.
Shadow Complex.
Yeah, Shadow
Yeah.
Complex was
That's one of my
amazing.
favorites.
Okay,
There's-
I'm gonna throw that in for me too. Anytime I see a Metroidvania style game.
Anytime I see a castle.
Yeah.
2D. I would
Go to
also say
Castlevania.
2D fighters. I prefer those over the 3D kind. Fighting game fans know what I'm talking about, and as I'm throwing that out there. And probably like old school FPSs, like everything kind of pre
Quake,
the
Doom.
yeah, well, Quake and Doom, and then like a lot of the stuff in the Half-Life era, the
Oh,
original
yeah.
Half-Life era, and then like just to round it off, like one of my favorite
Even
games of
more
all
than
time-
even more than Half-Life, I loved
Yeah.
Blue Shift.
I
I was
haven't
like
played that.
very. It was
That was
very
a good
fun.
one.
Yeah.
And then just to round it off, my favorite game of all time probably is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which is like a first-person RPG, but it's really the only one I've ever gotten into.
I
So I
love
don't want to-
Dishonored.
Love Dishonored? Yeah, I probably would.
Dishonored
Yeah,
is one
I
of my
wanna play
favorite games. I just
Dishonored.
played it through
If you haven't
again.
played it
I
yet.
love Dishonored. Anybody that hasn't
Borrow-
played Dishonored, play it.
borrow
Freaking play
Dave
it.
and
King's Field.
Kick him off of
King's
his
Field.
PS4 or whatever.
Dishonored is
By
so
the way,
good.
a note. I was like,
So
you know what?
good.
I'm gonna buy some games that aren't from Software because I've been playing so much from Software lately. So because I got Demon Souls to play some more Souls games, but I was like, I'm gonna buy 3D Dot Game Heroes because it looks like Zelda. It's gonna be awesome. It's by Atlas.
Yeah, we're
We'll
getting
start
into
playing
that,
it.
yeah.
Go to the title screens and From Software appears. I'm like, oh my god! From Software just makes every game I want to play.
Yeah.
So apparently, From Software is another thing on my list. From Software is
From
a genre in
Software.
itself. So, all right, guys, thank
Close
you so much for
captioning.
calling in. Who did call in? Everyone on the live chat for that. So let's go ahead and talk about our gaming moments of the week. Yeah, I was like,
Great
expecting
segue.
we had some like music or something. I'm like, oh wait, we don't.
We don't. There's gaming moments of the week.
first? Who's
It's for
first?
your gaming moment
Okay.
of the week.
Perfect.
What the? hell
Steven
is
and
that?
John are
Oh.
music. There we
Okay.
go.
Thank
That
you,
was
thank you.
amazing.
Okay, so
I thought in the 2
amazing.
weeks I was gone, you had actually gone out and gotten some kind of music for
That
this
was
kind
my
of stuff.
favorite
So-
moment of the week. That's my
That-
favorite
that is a
moment.
moment.
Of the week,
Oh,
right there.
don't let. That's not getting you off the hook. That's
She
not
had
your
two.
gaming
I
moment of the
actually
week.
have 2 moments of the week.
Okay,
Okay,
well-
let's start with her then. She got 2
Boom.
moments.
Go.
I was gonna do transition, but okay, we'll start with Rachel.
Okay. My first moment of the week is I got bored of GTA. I like put it in, I play a mission, I'm bored with it. So I actually started playing Bully again. And the game is freaking awesome. Years and years and years and years later, the graphics aren't that great, but Bully is still one of my favorite games. It's amazing. Still, the story is one of the best. The characters, the gameplay, the originality of the actual overall game, everything about Bully is freaking awesome. Everybody who's missed Bully when it came out, I think it was original Xbox and then it was re-released on Xbox 360, play it because it is really such a great game. I'm freaking in love with the game and this is my 4th time through it. It's
Wow.
awesome. My second gaming moment of the week we've already talked about, but I'm going to London for my very first time ever. I'll be going to London Comic Con. So if any of you are still awake that live out there, come to London Comic Con.
Well, they're going to be awake when you're out there.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be
They
awake when
better
everybody
be
else
awake
is
when I'm out
awake.
there.
But they're not. If they're not awake right now, how are they supposed to know that she's going to be out there?
Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube. I watch you on YouTube.
And my Twitter. I'm gonna be at the Razer booth Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll announce I'll be there at hour spurts when I'll be there, and I'll be cosplaying, and I'll have a brand new costume too.
I was just told I need to get some Razer headphones by a friend for doing some
Razer's
game
freaking awesome.
For doing some gameplay videos.
They're one of my favorites.
I've actually tried a lot of headsets, and my 2 favorites so far have been the World of Warcraft headsets and the Razer Timemat 7.1.
There you go.
Yeah, I've always been a big
And it
fan
has
of
a speaker
Razer.
on it for talking.
My gaming laptop is a Razer Blade. So when they reached out to
Ooh,
me,
fancy.
when they reached out to me to represent them at the booth, I was like, yes.
Did you get
Congrats.
any swag? You get any swag yet?
I don't know yet.
They gonna give you any?
I don't know. That'd be
comps?
awesome. I don't know. It was just like
They are
just
flying
finalized.
her out to London.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good enough right
I want to
there.
go to London.
So I'll be at their booth signing,
go
and
to
I'm gonna
London.
have 4 new prints as well, and the prints are con exclusive
Never before seen.
for you. Yeah, never before on the internet or anything. So
Ooh.
UK people are getting the
So this is a
good
gaming
treatment.
moment of the next week, technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah,
cool.
so she's giving it to
We
us
got to
this
cover
week.
for next week too.
Yeah.
I
Appreciate it.
want Prince. Okay, Grant, what is your moment of the week?
Could you have made that any creepier?
That would be
Seriously.
so
I
We
want
need-
Prince.
We need to get
I will dress
we
up like a
need
girl.
you in your boxers and your wife beater, like posing all with your.
You should have just
controllers,
worn
like-
a huge leather
like
trench
that.
coat.
Or I
today.
could do the Adam Sessler ad for Gunner Optics. He was just
Oh,
naked.
yeah,
He
naked.
was just naked in it.
They
you
put
need
up
to pose-
billboards in LA for
Pose
that
on the
if you
couch
didn't know.
with your butt
Ugh.
towards the camera and be leaning back like this with your controller, and then
Please
sign
don't
those.
do that on
Yes.
our couch.
Do it.
I will sell millions.
You would, actually.
Millions.
Or blind millions.
That would be fun.
There's a market for that.
That's my new gaming moment of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Grant, what is yours?
My gaming moment of the week is going on right now, and you can participate with my gaming moment of the week.
Batman voice.
That voice.
This afternoon, I started a Twitter trend with a bunch of other gaming journalists in probably about 3-4 p.m. It's Vice Games Mag, one word, ViceGamesMag. And it basically is a Twitter trend, and it's like a hashtag, and he created an entire account. It's a faux account for a Vice magazine, if you're familiar with it, which they do those, we got this so and so person high on like peyote and took him out into the middle of the desert, and we created this fantastic story with him. So everybody's been posting these like Vice indie story or Vice game stories on Twitter under this hashtag, and it kind of, the Twitter account already has like about 300 followers, and there's a bunch of people posting their like fake game mag stories that are just like
Nice.
unbelievable and really weird. So go participate in that. Post a couple of your
That's
own.
actually a good
come up
website
with-
in general idea just to make fake game stores like that.
It's kind of like an Onion of video games.
It's almost like the April Fools
It's like-
every month from like Lame Pro.
It's like the
Is it
Onion
Game
for
Pro?
video
Yeah.
games.
So
Yeah.
Vice Games Mag. Go and search that hashtag and then post your unbelievable drug-laced naked running through the street stories about how you interviewed this game developer and you got this guy to make this weird game about impregnation or something. I don't know.
Believe it.
Sky's the limit with that.
Yeah, just go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Kaori, what about you? What is your moment?
It's Dark Souls. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah!
No.
You don't even play that.
No, I'm really bad at that game, and it just depresses me every time I try to play it. But we have a video because my gaming moment of the week is the fact that this Friday, Arkham Origins is coming out. So I want to show the trailer of Bruce Wayne through the years.
Oh,
mew, mew. Did your parents I'm so excited about this game because, he's not the elevated Batman that we've been used to. He is Origins, so he's still learning to be Batman. And I don't know why I'm talking like this.
And people are still giving this rad, people who played at E3, at PAX, still saying it's great, even though it's not by the same people who made Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
They just posted 17 minutes of gameplay up today as well. It
looks like Harry Potter right now.
Look at that. Look how fast.
Well, now it doesn't.
Well, now it looks like a freaking... Wait a minute. This is exactly... I mean, without that...
It's just like...
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of... He looks like Tom Hardy.
Batman is Bane.
So, yeah, Batman...
So, yeah, I'm very
It looks
interested.
like Batman got raped against a wall when he was
Hello,
young.
I'm Batman!
I'm very interested to see how they do it.
Kill your parents and then rape you.
That was getting thrown onto a judo mat.
Did you not
was what that
see it?
was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Because
that just shows that he's not, the
Well,
strong Batman.
It was
yet.
horizontal. I mean,
So
it was vertical.
It's gonna be so great to see, the struggles he's gonna deal with as the
easily.
Origins
I
Batman.
get confused easily. Where am I?
Ah!
What?
Thank you.
Thank you. That's that.
To that
I'm curious to see where it goes. I know from talking to them, I had a chance to interview them at E3. They said it's going to be
a long interview, too.
At E3?
Yeah, wasn't it? Wasn't it one of the
It was
longer
like 10
ones?
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, it was 10 minutes. They said that it's going to be more like Arkham City as opposed to Asylum, and that it'll be kind of open world style, kind of GTA style in that sense. So it'll be structured more off of Arkham City than Arkham Asylum, if any of you are curious, or you can go watch the 15-17 minutes of gameplay. I
can't wait to see how all the different assassins kind of try to go after Bruce Wayne, because the storyline is that he's going to be hunted after by a number of different assassins. I just can't wait to see how they instead of everyone, we're going to trap him and then we're going to shoot him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hibernate this weekend, and that's where I'll be with this
doing
thing.
that. Yeah.
Gone. We're like, where's Kaori?
Bye.
She's not answering her phone. Oh no.
I'll come on Monday with messed up hair.
I hope
Talk
so.
like Batman. I'm Batman.
I've been playing Batman.
Where is she? Okay. Where is she? Where is Kaori?
I'm gonna talk to you about WWE stuff today.
Have you guys seen Bat Dad? The Vine videos of Bat Dad?
I'll be in a Batman costume on Monday.
He's the funniest thing in the world.
I like Batman and Spider-Man videos.
I haven't seen that one.
Batman.
I just like Bat
Spider-Man.
Dad because he fucks with his kids.
So what's your gaming moment of the
Wait,
week?
let's first talk about John. What is your gaming moment?
John,
John.
your gaming moment is also a superhero.
Give her to me.
By one of the greatest superheroes Marvel has ever produced.
Oh my God.
Thor?
No, this is DC. What are you doing?
It's in Marvel Heroes, which is a big MMO game.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
My name's Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
Oh God, Squirrel Girl.
Are you kidding me? Squirrel Girl, for those of you who do not know, has
Carries the
defeated
plague.
the likes of Dr. Doom, Magneto. I'm pretty sure she kicked the crap out of Thor
Squirrel
once.
Apocalypse? Oh my God, this is
Is
ridiculous.
this really your gaming moment of the week?
Yes, it is, because this exists. Squirrel Girl, I like Squirrel Girl so much, one, because of how ridiculous she is, and two, she kind of reminds me of an early version of my favorite.
Can't she summon? Yeah, she just did it. She can summon squirrels.
Wait, who?
She can summon squirrels.
Oh
Who's your
God.
favorite? Who is your favorite comic book hero?
Molly Hayes.
Get 'em,
also known
squirrels.
as Princess Powerful. She's
Oh
a
my
little
God.
11-year-old girl
Squirrel Geddon.
She
with,
can
super
spawn
strength.
lots of squirrels?
Yes.
I want to spawn lots of kittens.
So you went from
No.
loving Squirrel Girl to hating Squirrel Girl to absolutely loving her in a matter
I
of
still hate
30
her. She's a
seconds.
She
joke.
should have been a
She's
Pomeranian
a joke.
girl.
But
just
good
saying.
God, I want to spawn a bunch of squirrels.
Yeah, she's like Dan Hibiki if suddenly he became Akuma. That's basically who she is.
I've always
That's
wanted a
really,
squirrel pet.
really. I mean, it's
They're actually
obscure,
really
but that was a really
scary.
good reference.
No, I have a friend that she nurses baby squirrels that have been
I like
abandoned
the
to
Dan
health.
Hibiki reference.
Squirrels are like rats with tails.
No, I
Well,
want a
Well,
squirrel
rats
pet.
have tails.
You have to
Furry
know like
tails.
squirrels.
I want a squirrel pet.
I mean, they're not as awesome as foxes.
You're all over the place. You want squirrels. You don't like
I
squirrels.
want it to sit on my shoulder like a parrot.
Get a Pomeranian.
No, they're too fluffy and they need grooming.
Those are almost the size of squirrels.
They're bigger and fluffier and cute and just ridiculous.
All right. Well, let me jump on my moment of the week. Can you guess what game it's about?
Squirrels.
No.
Dark Souls 2. I had a chance to play the Dark Souls 2.
Oh, Lord.
Hey!
And
Lord.
Dave pulls it out.
I had a chance to play the Dark Souls 2 beta.
I just thought something nasty.
I was one of 5,000 people who got to play the Dark Souls 2 beta who got into it. So
Did you say 5,000?
yes.
Okay.
Not
that's a lot.
500,000. 5,000. That's not a lot.
Oh, okay.
But like
And is it
anyways.
fully interactive? Meaning, like you're seeing other people and
It was,
their
yeah,
start.
it was fully they had
okay.
PvP, PvE, they had everything. And for PvE for Dark Souls, that is multiplayer. You're always online, period, for the game. You can invade it at randomly. You can invade other people who are trying to beat the game. You can help other people out. But I had a chance to play the Dark Souls 2 beta, which was fantastic. And for me, I played Dark Souls 2 at E3, and I really wasn't super impressed by it. I was like, all right, it'll probably still be good because it's Dark Souls. I'll probably still enjoy it. But getting a chance to actually sit down at my couch and play Dark Souls 2 they gave us 3 hours instead of 2 to play the beta. I was able to really get into it. It had everything that I loved about Dark Souls in it. It had exploration, which is important in Dark Souls. A bunch of really cool boss fights that we got to do.
My question is, does it seem
I liked
more
it a lot, the beta a lot more than the
integrated?
E3 game.
Does it seem more integrated with the network? Does it
There-
seem to rely on like some central server or some connection more so than Dark Souls
Yes,
did?
yes, that's actually
Because that's what worries me about this.
Well,
is like,
that's why they're doing the beta testing this time around, was because they actually switched it up to try and make it more reliable, because it wasn't during Dark Souls.
yeah, but
1
at least it didn't break the game when you were playing it and before.
Well,
like
we'll
when
see
I'm
what
playing,
happens.
when I'm playing Dark Souls on the PC, like if I'm not connected to the internet, it's not a big deal. Like people can't invade my game, like whatever. It's not gonna it's not hinging on my internet connection.
No,
at
I
the
mean,
very
it's not
least.
like you don't need to be connected to the internet to play the game still, at all. What is with you posting poop?
She's Japanese now.
No. It's
But
just
yeah,
a
so,
conversation.
But yeah, if I did get, like, I was actually gonna do this last week, but we didn't get to do a show last week. So Dark Souls 2, that is my moment of the week, is actually getting to play it. And the reason I wanted
That's
to go
2 Dark Souls for the price of 1. Because
exactly, and the reason that I wanted to go last is because it transitions into first quick hit story I'm going to talk about is that they're going to be coming out with a Dark Souls 2 novel, a graphic novel for those of you who do like Dark Souls. Honestly, I'm not excited at all. I think it's a horrible idea. I don't want them to release a graphic novel.
Why?
When have the graphic novels, when any of these games, whether it's like Borderlands or Mass Effect, really detracted
Here's why it
from
matters
the
to
process?
me. Because usually I don't care that much about the story, but for Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, the great part about it is discovering the lore in the game, and it's so hard to figure out. It's so ambiguous, and you really have to kind of like figure out small, tiny details that relate based on item description. That's part of the fun to me. So if they're making a graphic novel, it's like, is that going to be part of the lore? Is it not? Is it going to make it not as fun to discover the lore because it's in a graphic novel? It had that real aspect of Zelda. When you play Zelda and you want to talk to all your friends about it and figure it out. That's what the Dark Souls community is. So I'm worried that it's kind of going to ruin a lot of the fun of the Dark Souls community.
Kind of like one of those, what is it, strategy guides or something like that?
But it's not a strategy guide. It's
but
like,
don't those exist? Isn't there a
for
Dark Souls strategy guide?
Yeah, but that's not like it's a new story that some
wow.
random writer is coming up with.
Okay.
It's a graphic novel.
I was worried for a minute.
What?
So, okay, next hit is Activision is split from Vivendi as of October 15th. They have split. They are done. Kaput.
Goodbye.
So that is over. We've been talking about it for a while. The Delaware Supreme Court overturned their preliminary injunction preventing them from splitting and Activision Blizzard buying out Vivendi's stake. It has been overturned, and they're now done. So it is a thing now. Next quick thing, because we're going fast. Ubisoft is having a terrible month. Really bad month. Really
Not bringing DLC to the Wii U, all that stuff.
So Rayman Legends selling poorly. Splinter Cell selling poorly. Splinter Cell.
Oh, and the PS. This is really important. The PS4 bundles have been delayed. Honestly, if you're making bundled games, you're making games that are coming out for these consoles. Like Sony should be like rushing to give them as much, like monetary support, financial support to get this shit done. The fact that it's being delayed and that they're canceling pre-orders over this is ridiculous. That's happening, by the way.
Yes.
Canceling pre-orders.
So yeah, but all of them, they're getting this option where they can still get the PS4 who did pre-order it. The bundle's still going to come from Amazon, from GameStop, but not from Target. So if you order from Target, you could be screwed.
Why are you pre-ordering your stuff from Target anyways?
Why not?
Because maybe it's
some
sold
of them
out
are
in
only
other places.
Some of them are only like
pre-order from Target.
With the Xbox, some of them were only available after they sold out on
sometimes
Amazon.
that's the only place available. That's where you gotta go.
I mean, maybe it's all that was
Hopefully
left.
Sony will. I
Pre-order
mean,
from
if Sony wasn't able to give them the money in order to get those games out on release day, hopefully they'll at least like help out their
Now, something I wonder is Rayman Legends was originally going to come out around when the Wii U came out, and they delayed it to coincide with the Xbox 360.
There's always bad first.
No, but here's the thing. I'm wondering if
titles,
Rayman
first
Legends. No, it was going to, and it didn't. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it would have sold better if it came out when the Wii U did, when it was supposed to. And I like to think that's karma for Ubisoft for fucking over Nintendo. That's kind of how I think of it.
Yeah.
As much as I feel bad for the
Nintendo.
team because the team had nothing to do with it.
Not afraid
I feel
to
bad
take
for the
strong
team.
chances, Dave.
Anyways, next hit, quick hit. So here's GTA 5 is facing a cease and desist from rapper Daz Dillenger. They made him an offer for him
He
to use
couldn't
his tracks.
refuse.
For
Oh,
$4,271 to use both songs, he said no. They put his music in the game anyways. All I have to say is he should be suing them. He should be.
They'll just patch out
I
his
think
music.
you're right.
Well,
They
yes,
will-
so either they're going to
yeah.
patch out his music. He's saying either patch out my music or do something
And
like
it's
that.
so easy nowadays. Like they could just patch it out, and it'll be like a 2 megabyte update.
But I mean, honestly, that's ridiculous. That kind of makes me lose some respect for Rockstar or whoever made that decision. Next, quick hit, quick. Final Fantasy Committee. They have Square Enix has put together a Final Fantasy Committee. So there's actually now going to be a team of people checking on the Final Fantasy reunion, making sure everything is okay. Or according to Final Fantasy Reunion, the website, they're actually getting together to make sure the future of the franchise is okay, and will hopefully do better than it has been
But there's almost
lately.
nobody on that committee I
Everybody
really care to
loves-
see
don't
keep
they
working
love
on
forming
Final
committees?
Fantasy.
Yeah, but maybe they need it though.
itty bitty kitty
Those
committee.
horribly over like top heavy organizations love making committees, which is bullshit. Like you don't need to make a committee.
No.
I'm gonna switch to the wide shot so we can take a look at this committee.
We're the committee. I want to be part of the Final Fantasy Committee.
This.
I
No,
want to be part of the
sorry.
Final Fantasy Committee. All I'll say is let's bring it back, guys, and stop everything crappy you're doing and make it better. Actually, Final Fantasy 15 looks amazing.
Nah.
Final
It does.
Fantasy
It does look
6.
good.
But was that developed
But
via
that's the thing.
committee?
A lot of them look. A lot of
That's-
them
that's
look
what's
amazing,
important,
and then they're
apparently.
disappointing. So
But,
yeah, it's kind
but
of like.
Final Fantasy
yeah.
15 is an action RPG, and we were talking about how much we liked action RPGs. So just
So
saying.
can't have it both
I've
ways.
just been so let down by Final Fantasy. I'm just scared.
Yeah.
I just don't have high expectations, so I hope that I get really, really happy.
Me too. They've
what
really
happens.
completely changed. Everyone
Mhm.
used to think Square could do no wrong, and now they really have been.
Haha, you
Not.
guys were proven wrong.
Whatever.
Well,
So,
whatever.
Well,
Final-
Joey, you just feel vindicated. Okay.
So Final Fantasy 6 is coming to mobile.
Yes.
I'm excited about this as much as
Yes.
I'm not. Sometimes I think it's just cheap, a way to get money. FF6 is one of my favorite games of all time. You know
Yeah,
what?
and when they
I want to
do-
play
Everybody
mobily.
says 7.
Yeah, when they do
No.
7.
I like
and-
6 more than
Four,
7.
four, and 6.
They're
for me.
never gonna re-release 7 because that's how they like to stab us right in the dick.
They did re-release 7 on PC.
Did
They
you
actually
say
did just
stab
do
us
it.
right
Yeah.
in the dick?
And
Yes.
They recently just re-released 7 for PC.
That's
Up-res
awesome.
as well.
Yeah, an up-res version. They're just not going to redo the graphics like everybody wants. But FF6 is going to be a slightly better, higher-res version of it, but still going to be the 2D sprites and all
And
that.
I think that's awesome
Which is good.
because I love playing games on my iPad and
Yeah.
just carrying it around with me.
And you know, in RPG, you don't have to worry about the controls so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it should hopefully work. And it'd be cool if you you just touch the fight option and all that.
This is what's going to be amazing is by the time they get around to re-releasing Final Fantasy 10 and 11 on or 10 and 10.2 on the mobile platforms, all of your iPads will be able to play that like seamlessly. You'll have the power of a PS2 in your hands.
The power
That's
of a PS2.
ridiculous.
Or just buy a PSP.
Or or just buy a PSP or 3DS, which is probably as powerful as a PS2.
XL.
But let's let's move on to from you guys. We love our question for next week from you guys, all of you watching on YouTube. If you're listening on iTunes, is we asked each other on the show. We talked to some of the people in the live chat. But what style of games do you tend to gravitate towards, and why? Is it the type of game that you tend to gravitate towards? Why do you like that more? And I'm sure like all of us play other genres, but what one do you usually see? And you're like, well, I really want that because I happen to prefer this genre overall. So let us know. And speaking of which, guys, please do comment and rate us, positive or negative, on iTunes and YouTube if that's how you watch. If you guys have qualms with us, let us know so we can try and make the show better for you guys. If you enjoy it, please do let us know and please rate us positively. And with that said, this music is Secret of Mana, one of the best games of all time. Piano improvisation by Super Shigi. And guys, I'm Dave Klein. You can find me on Twitter at TheDaveKlein. Klein.
You can find me on Twitter at KAORIOUS, Kaorius.
And I'm Rachel, and you can find me on Twitter at @TheRachel.
I'm Grant. You can find me on Twitter at GAK.
Like Nickelodeon.
Yeah, GAK. GAK for
And,
y'all.
And I'm Juan Rapido. You can find me at
Juan
at Implemente El Rapido.
What?
What?
At
Spell
Twitter.
it out.
I don't
Spell
know.
it out.
At Now Quick.
At Now Quick.
And please, guys, do follow Game Control at Game Control Live on Twitter, at Game Control Live. And we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye. Next week.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.